And the only reason we are able to achieve that is because of customization. So I believe that is the only way to really build long lasting customer relationships.
What happened is the customer retention in e-commerce, right? So e-commerce is going at a good pace, but what one thing is lacking in a lot of industry, not in a skincare, ayurvedic, body care market, but if you look at a apparels, accessories, you name it, any industry in an e-commerce brand, a D2C brand, you realize that a lot of brands are struggling with their retention rate. Let's say 100 buys, 20 to 25 come back, and 25% is a very high retention rate, what industry talks about, as per my knowledge, right? So how a different industries can leverage customization, like what is the scope of customization that you have seen? Because of customization, Vedics have grown. So as per your knowledge, so what are the, like what is the scope of customization in e-commerce as a whole industry?
Right. I think, see, that's a very valid point, Manish. And I think the right way to think about it is that customization is the only way to retain customers. Because think about your own experience. If you like the T-shirt or a face wash,
Hmm.
right, and most likely you'll go back and buy the same T-shirt because you just love the way it fit you. In our case, since we create products that are unique to each individual, it works for them. And once it works for them, there's very little incentive for the customer to move out of that product and try something else, because no one wants to sort of rock the boat when it comes to this personal care, skincare, hair care routines. And and it's very true in our. It sort of is visible in our retention numbers, right? On an average, a customer buys from us 3 times in a year. Our retention rate, just the first month retention rates are more than 50%, and sort of that the tail off over a period of time. But overall, as I said, an average customer buys from us 3 times, which is as high as a platform retention rate. So platforms like
Hmm.
Nike or Amazon will have that kind of retention rate, right? And the only reason we are able to achieve that is because of customization. So I believe that is the only way to really build long-lasting customer relationships.
Now customization, you have done it, right? So a lot of, like, you're the first mover advantage and you are the first among brand who started doing customization in D2C space. But customization is, from the outside it's not feel so easy to do it, right? It's very tough to operate, to do the logistics, to look at the back end, to do the productions, right? So what are the challenges Vedics have faced at the initial time when you started off customization, and how you cope up with that?
Oh, absolutely. It is not easy at all, because there are two elements to it. One is when you start a customization or customized skincare or hair care brand. As it is, when you start a new brand in D2C space, it is very difficult to get production at the low volumes that you need, right? For example, if I
Hmm.
start a shampoo brand and hair care brand and I go and tell a manufacturer, hey, give me 10,000 or 5,000 shampoos to start with, very few manufacturers will even entertain that kind of a request. For a customized brand, it means that I have to go even lower. So I want maybe 20, 30 SKUs even to start with. And
Hmm.
I only want maybe 200, 300, 500 units of each, right? So that was one of the biggest challenge that we had to face to get. Um, the second one was how do you build on the product? So while I will launch something which is customized for you, but I might have missed certain aspects of this customization, which I'll get I need data from the customers to make sure that what I've created is actually working for them. So it's a heavy
Hmm.
amount of tech dependency. So in a way, we are a tech first company and ops first company, right? Because we solve the first problem by entering into long-term agreement suppliers and assuring them the supplies will pick up once the volumes grow and all those things. Like, we did a lot of stuff there. And the second thing is that we build a strong tech team where every order that gets out, we have a regimen or a sort of follow up after 7 8 days to get a sensory review on the products that you receive. Was the oil working? Was the shampoo working? Was the serum working? Was
Hmm.
it too sticky? Was it sort of cleaning your hair well enough? And then after every 30 days, we have a regimen review to sort of understand whether the long term effect of the regimen is working the way you had expected to work. And you won't believe, right? I mean, we have industry leading customer satisfaction rate on regimen and on individual products. Like on regimen, we have satisfaction rates of 72%. On some of the individual products, we have satisfaction rates of 85%. So and it's not that it happened the first day when we launched, right?
Hmm.
So as I said, we launched data came in. We started with a satisfaction rates of maybe 40-45%. Then we realized, okay, this is not working for everyone. So let's break the shampoo into three parts. We'll go one give to very oily hair. So we had, obviously, we had oily hair shampoo, normal hair shampoo, dry hair shampoo, and then we broke it down into very oily, very dry,
Hmm.
normal to oily, and the whole spectrum of basically whatever state of scalp or hair you could have. Then we broke the oils into multiple prakriti types. So the point I was trying to make is that to create a customized brand long term requires level of commitment, level of sort of a DNA that is aligned to that kind of an operation. You just can't just overnight create a customized brand from a non-customized operation.